to the channel. Another episode of regret buying a Dodge. I'm just kidding. Another episode of trying to make a Dodge drive straight. So what I did here is in the last video I ended off, I threw everything together and I kind of didn't explain what happened at the end. But long story short is I bought a T-style steering for this for like a 2010, and apparently like 97 or 98 to 99 or something has a different size tapered hole for the tie rod going to the pitman arm. So the pitman arm's got a smaller hole than like a 2001 or 2002. So right now I have like 3 threads literally holding that tie rod in. So right now we can literally back this off like 3 times and it'll fall off. And I've been driving this like this too. Don't make fun of me, but I have been. So we got to get this gearbox brace off, which sucks because I just went through all this. I just redid all this in the last video, but there's still something going on up here, and I highly doubt that pulling this through here is gonna make any difference in the way this thing handles on the road. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this truck, but it's super aggravating. Like the sway bar links are good, the track bar is brand new, bushings are good, brackets tight, the whole drag link assembly is brand new, gearbox is new. The only thing that's left to really do to make this thing not wander or have so much play in the steering wheel is like the U-joints and the steering shaft, but we'll get into that later on. I got to get this off right now. I'm dreading doing this because I just did all this, so I got to backtrack all my steps again. It sucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this pitman arm off. Well, first I'm gonna pop it off of here and make sure it even fits that pitman arm, because if not, if it doesn't fit, I'm just gonna drill this one out and go get my 80 bucks back. This is how you know I've been driving around like this. Pitman arm. Track bar. So, of course, just like all the other Dodges, my extension for that sector shaft bolt there was like not loose, but not like crazy tight at all. So I'm gonna pound that fucker with some Loctite, because I'm about over tightening up pitman arms in my lifetime, I can tell you that much. This thing should not be. So I did test this side. That side's good. This is the side that's been concerning me here. I don't know if they're... Alright, I'm gonna go measure the splines here for the sector shaft on that gearbox. You know, I guess my camera don't even want to hear my shit anymore. I've been sitting here talking to you guys, and all of a sudden I look back and it says camera stopped recording. Well, piss off then, you crocky. Ugh. You hit it with your purse. Everything did go together pretty smooth. The tie rod on that pitman arm seated through very nice, and I actually used the single stabilizer setup that came with the track bar or the drag link, so I threw one of them on. I just used one of the old stabilizers. That's pretty shot, but I'm gonna throw it in there until I can find, if any of you guys know if there's a kit for a second gen that works with like the 08 and up T-style steering drag link. If you guys know it's like a steering stabilizer kit, drop a comment below, because I'd like to get that. you know, need stabilizers. These trucks don't, they really don't drive good even with stabilizers. So we got here number 16 is putting some sockets away. I'm missing so many sockets. So the 01 pitman arm did work. That pitman arm is the same for 2000 to 2001 or 2002, I believe. I'll put the part number up on the screen for this. Actually, no, I won't. I'm doing all that's right there. I believe this is 2000 and 2002, I believe. But if you decide to do the T-style 08 and up upgrade on your drag link, make sure you buy that pitman arm. Unless you have that 2000 and 2002, you're fine. So I'm gonna go take this thing for a test drive. These headlights are bothering me so bad. So this gap here, I'm not worried about that much of a gap. I ended up throwing a screw through there. I got some liners on the way. We were gonna put these in before we do. We're gonna put them in while we put the rock lights in. This is what drives me nuts. These headlights suck. I took them out, put some switchbacks in there. These headlights are junk. They're, I don't know. The back of this is all stripped out. The screw that goes in there, somebody put the screw in before they put the headlight in, and I didn't realize that when I took these out the other day. And I'm pretty sure they broke a piece of the old headlight off and it stuck to there. So I'm gonna order some new headlights. I honestly kind of just want to go with, like, I know these trucks have a two-piece, I think. I think they have a two-piece headlight, and this one just slides out the side. So I don't want to run like OEM ones because I don't like that two-piece stuff, but I want to get new headlights, something that's not so cheap and something that uses a factory bulb. So like I want to be able to, I think these trucks are 9007 factory, so I want to have a 9007 housing, because right now this is like a 9007 to like a H1 adapter that goes on another adapter that plugs into this factory headlight. It's so stupid. I'll show you guys when we take it all out, but the high beams don't work either. You know, you can see a little bit of change in the light, but the symbol on the dashboard, the high beam symbol, doesn't go away. Your fog lights won't work if your high beams are on. So I'm thinking that, I don't know if these headlights, the bulb is actually doing something to the fog light to stop it from turning on. But regardless, I don't like the way it looks. It's ridiculous. This is driving me nuts. And I actually, I've never talked to my neighbors before, really. I've said hi to him, you know, waved across the street. And his truck got smashed the other day. So I asked him if he sold his truck, and he's like, no. And we started talking about trucks, and he's like, I got a door for your truck. I bought a couple of them a year, you know, like 10 years ago. And I'm like, okay, let me go check it out. The door's rust free. There's one dent on it, and dude told me 70 bucks and I could take it. I'm like, I'll be right back. So now I have a rust-free door for this truck, which would be sweet. I'm gonna drop it off and get it painted and then take care of that. I ended up going to the junkyard and just pulled a little antenna bracket off because there wasn't one in there. This fender, obviously I got to get repainted. You guys can see it a lot better now that I'm standing on this side of it. This door has some rust on it too, but I don't know if I can find one, I will. But with the way it looks right now, if it just rots out, it rots out. I don't really care. This door's pretty bad. This door's shot. So it'd be nice to get some new mirrors for this thing too. And I took this door panel off the other day because this door speaker didn't work, and they definitely have wires ran correctly through here. You know, these little turn signal lights, they go down through here, through the harness, you know, and then into the actual body of the truck. I kind of wish I could get the turn signals to work. When I pulled these out, there's wires that are tapped into these turn signals, so I don't know why they're not working, if they just didn't find the right wire maybe. I don't know, I'm rambling on, I got all kinds of shit to do. But since the last video, the truck's been okay. The hitch is fine, you know, it's on there pretty good. I'm about 90% sure that this truck is either going to need an injection pump or it's going to need injectors. And if it does need injectors, I'm kind of okay with that because I need this truck to be reliable. So if I'm on my way up north, you know, hauling the camper and all that, and doing something, hauling something heavy, if I'm far away from wherever I'm at, I need this thing to be reliable. And if it does, you know, if the injectors are bad, then I want to put like probably some 150 horse injectors in it. Nothing like too big, nothing, I don't know. We'll get to that point when we get to that point. I'm rambling on. Yeah, I'm gonna go take this thing for a test drive really quick, and then probably gonna go get an alignment. And I don't know if it'll be in this video or not, but we will be putting rock lights on that truck. I did have a company send me a full set. It's a 12-piece kit, so we'll probably do, you know, 3 in, I don't know, we'll do 3 in each wheel well, or I don't know if we'll do 2 in each wheel well, and then just 1 on kind of like each side panel of the truck. I'll show you the rock lights really quick and warm up my coffee. Okay, some little Gramoots. Ooh, Reclute. I don't know how bright these are going to be, to be honest with you. I'm not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but they really don't look like they're going to be that light. Looks like they have like a 30-30 LED in them, which is a 3mm by 3mm. That's what they look like. So we'll see. Give you guys a little sneak peek of them. But hey, they're free. I'll take anything for free. I'll take this empty box for free. Alright, I'm gonna quit boring you guys. I'm gonna go take this thing for a test drive really quick. Well, test drive sucked. Smoked the trans, I guess. I don't know. Didn't actually smoke the trans on the test drive, but test drive was okay. Steering was a little better. Went to the alignment shop. The guy told me he couldn't do it because my drag link threads were stripped out, and I'm like, dude, I just put it on, there's no way. So I went out there, and the guy had my adjusting sleeve on the lower left side of the drag link completely maxed out, and he's turning it and he's just popping threads over. I'm like, dude, there's no more threads, you can't go any further. So I told him to just stop. I went home, took it all apart, spun the adjusting sleeve, separated everything, and rethreaded it, and I was able to center it more and make more room for left and right on adjusting the toe. And my pitman arm, or the tie rod on the pitman arm, was maxed out. So I ended up having to cut like 2 or 3 threads off of the tie rod, which is kind of normal. Like if you lift a Chevy, you got to do that. So I ended up getting all that figured out. I still haven't gotten an alignment on it because I replaced the caliper, because the front left caliper was hung up at, actually the kid I sold the 3rd gen to, his name's Scott. Went to his house, replaced the caliper, left his house, trans was done. Would not shift into overdrive, or I was having some torque lockup issues. So I ended up dropping it off at the trans shop, which is where I'm at right now. And yeah, the second gear band was destroyed, torque converter was shot. The trans did have some stuff done to it. It had I don't know, it had a red torque converter. I can't remember what brand he said it was. He said he's never even heard of them, but whatever company it is, they're out of business now. It had built servos, had a couple things done to it. It was actually missing some parts. And the sprag and reverse was on its way out. So I ended up getting Redline stage 1 clutches, billet return, second gear, second gear band, billet 1 to 2 accumulator, reverse band, billet second, reman, high pressure valve body with all new electronics. It's got a total transmissions billet single disc. I don't know. The guy went on and on and on, which I'm happy that I have some extra stuff to kind of hold up to it. And you know, I'm just nervous about this thing now. The front drive shaft still needs a bunch of work. Probably gonna end up just having to get that like fully rebuilt now. Wow, this thing shifts a lot different. I don't really like that second to third shift there. That was weird. I kind of like, I mean, it's fresh, but it was kind of just like hard. Yeah, whoever did the work on this before, the trans line must have like been cracked or pinched or something, so they ended up putting a rubber hose over the solid line, and it's got a little leak from it now. And obviously, I said in like the very first video, this thing's a wiring mess. I'm not really sure how I feel about this thing at this point, but pretty much gonna wrap this video up. Might get underneath there and I guess just maybe show what it looks like now. Nothing different, but on the outside. The truck is shifting good though. I'm gonna try and pull these videos up that I took off my phone because I left my camera at home when I was on my way here, and this thing would barely move. So I've had this truck for, I don't know, 2 months now, and this whole front end's already been rebuilt. The trans has had to been rebuilt now. I mean, I still got issues other places in this truck. I'm pretty sure it needs injectors. It's just like one thing after another. So be some content for you guys, that's for sure. It'd be a lot of stress for me and a lot of money out of my pocket, but there'll be some content. And at that point, with how much I've put into this thing already, this needs some go fast parts. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. These next couple videos are going to be really out of sequence here. I did put rock lights on this truck already, and that video is going to be uploaded after this, because when I was putting the rock lights on, the trans was blown, so I figured why not just leave it at home and put rock lights on. So we'll the video after the rock lights will be us heading up to the UP. So just stay tuned, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, smash that like button, do whatever, drop a comment. It all helps, and I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all in the next one.